Hey, 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 who's in the house? Say what's up in the comments so I can see who you are. Come on in the room. What's up, Mike? Yo, yo. Good to see you, brother. And you right here at 7 o'clock, too. That's just like you to be on time. The rest of us working on that. What's up, Sue? My big sisters is on the line on today. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How do I post these comments? I forgot how to do it. What's what's up, Sylvia? Sandrika Amanika. What was it? Put it in the put it in the text. What was it? Was Sandrika Amanika? Was it Letitia Shika? What was that it? We got Satanya Williams in the house. That's my big sister, y'all. We got Sylvia Singleton Sledge in the house on tonight. On tonight, one of my college classmates, a music major as well. We got Jemiah Barnes, my nephew, in the house, as always, as expected, as per usual. Good to see you, sir. We got Ava Williams in the house on the day. Welcome back. Good to see you. Rene Lador, good to see you, sir, all the way from Brazil. Thank you so much for being here on today. Guys, get in the comments. Y'all know this is my favorite part of the show now, so don't come in here playing. Don't be shy. Get in here and say what's up. Y'all know what time it is. What's up, CC? I see you, CC. On today, CC is one of the young icons. We're going to have CC on the show again very, very, very soon. We have my sister, my twin in the house on today. You guys see that profile? My twin, well, she's actually not my twin. She's older than I am, but people say we look alike. Oh, I see it, Sylvia. I'm about to post it. So she said it's Shandrika Amanika Letitia Shika Jenkins. That's what I called her back when we was in college. Sylvia's crazy, clearly and evidently. Hey, 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 hey. My nephew said he had to tap in on Facebook and YouTube. Not playing this game. Sylvia Singleton, listen. Good to see you on today. We got Sylvia Harris in the house as well. Well, her singing self. I saw you with that sequence on Facebook, Sylvia. Come on, bless the people of God. Now, you got to put up the clip because we didn't get to hear you sing it. Ava, I'm back. I'm back. Anthony Finley from Michigan in the house on tonight as well. CC talking about some hay with all these wires. Y'all see that? Let me put it up there. Where did it go? The comments are coming so fast, I can't keep up with it. Okay, I'm loving this so far. That's right. Keela, I met somebody who knows you. We're going to talk about that. We're gonna talk about it. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. We got my brother Al in the house with his singing stuff. We need to bring Al on the show. Okay, guys. This is where it stops. I told myself, and I did literally this is my favorite part. I don't love to go through here and just talk all day, but I realized, hold on, what you say, Sylvia? I'm gonna put it up. Thank you, and glad to see you back. I appreciate that. It's water. Al, what do you mean, sir? Don't come for me live. He gonna ask me what's in that glass. I mean, what was it supposed to be? Well, people are so out of control, just don't even care. He's about to let's do it. What's up, Travis Gilliard? Is that you? Shut the front door, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. We got Takara in the house. My coach is here, and the music is gone. This is when I'm supposed to end this part, y'all. Okay, so welcome to Vocals and Vibrations, guys. I changed the name of the show. We got a new feel, new layout. It's so funny. They call it, like, I think it's Murphy's Law. Anything that can and will go wrong will, or whatever the case is. Man, I had so many challenges today to get this thing back up. It has been literally insane. I'm trying to post the comments at the same time. And you know, that's always fun for me to put the comments up and see what people are saying. What's up, Felicia Sims? My literally favorite part of the show. But anyway, guys, so just jump right into it. So far, it looks like, at least from the people that are coming, there's people who always come to the show anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Let me just go ahead and tell you how this layout is going to go on tonight. I'm going to go ahead and As always, I typically begin with one of the students from my Young Icons program. And guys, it's like, let me tell you something. My Young Icons, most of them have already graduated, and they're mostly in college. I got like 1, 2, 3 kids that are not in college yet, that are still in high school. One of which I'm going to have on today. And check this out. So before I get ready to do this, I want you guys to see this real quick. So our show, we started off, just as a class. It was students I was already teaching and stuff like that, and we just kind of. It was during the pandemic, and I wanted to give the kids a chance to, kind of have the live experience without, because nobody was in school at the time. We were all stuck in the house. So we kind of decided we were going to do a web show. That's what we did. So I'm going to let you guys check out this intro and listen. This show debuts this week on my YouTube page and on my and on my Facebook artist page. It's all at Travis Pratt Official. But anyway, check this out. I'm going to let you see this, and I'm going to bring Zion on to talk this with. And that wasn't the right one. Praise God. Hold on. Okay. It's gonna be a great show, guys. It's literally it's going live next week. The first episode is debuting next week. If you follow me for the update, just go ahead and send me a message to Travis Pratt Official at Gmail. I'll send you the updates and all that good stuff. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Zion in. Zion Jameer, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. It's been a minute.
Right? It's been a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you been? What's up? What's new? What's popping?
Nothing's new. I haven't really sung that much, aside from
that's not what I want to hear.
I know.
You should have made up something to tell me for this. Why you don't get on here and say that? That's the thing about Zion, guys. He is real. He is definitely himself, and that's one of the things, many things I love about him. So, I brought you on today because I want you to tell them what your experience was going through the Young Artist program. Anything you want to share with the people about the process?
Well, okay. When it was just like a vocal coaching class, and when you were teaching us, the first session, I remember I was so intimidated, specifically by Lariah, Cece, and Brandon, because it's like, okay, Cece, she's just running up the scale like there's no tomorrow,
and she still does.
She still does that. Lariah, she was on The Voice at the time, and Brandon is just Brandon, and I already knew. I was like, I already know him. So he was already doing a lot. And I was like, oh my God. And so I was just very intimidated. But when you brought up that it was going to become a broadcast show, I was like, oh, I got a little comfortable. I started eating chicken on the broadcast, You
did.
I got really comfortable. And you were like, Zion, you cannot do that. And I just really got comfortable. And, I really enjoyed it.
Well, check this out. I think that's good that you said that for the people that are watching. It's like, we get intimidated by somebody who's different, but a lot of times it's comparing apples and oranges or pears and bananas. Everybody has their unique whatever it is that they do. So just because somebody sings higher or lower or has a bigger or louder voice or a smaller voice, a more flexible voice, that doesn't mean anything. Because as an artist, what makes you unique is what you bring to the table, and that's definitely something I saw from you throughout the journey and trajectory of the program. We saw who Zion is. So anything else you want to share? How did you overcome that? Let me ask you that.
Really just working with you and, getting to know some of the students in there. Like me and Cece, we got really close. Me and Nemat talk from time to time.
Great camaraderie.
So it really helped. Because I was so intimidated by Cece. I was like, she's not going to want to talk to me. She's not going to want to talk to me with my little voice over here, and she over here running down the scale, up and down.
Zion, you're a monster yourself. So
thank you.
You can save that, but I do understand what you was going through with that. So at this time, you want to sing for us?
Of course.
Okay, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna sing "Forever Mountain" by Kurt Carr.
Oh, and tell them state your name and tell them where you live. Well, we didn't do that part.
I'm Zion Jameer, and I live in Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Okay, good stuff. Let us hear it.
Okay. I've got so much to thank God for. So many wonderful blessings and so many open doors of brand new mercy. Along with each new day. That's why I praise you. For this I give you praise.
Wow. Way to go. Way to go, Brandon. Zion, that sounds fantastic. Check it out. You got me calling you Brandon with those runs. Okay, so listen. Check this out. I normally don't coach the icons when they come on here, but I want you to sing that again. That got so much. Zion, you got to give me 30 on a scale of 1 to 10. You're going, I've got so much. I need got so much.
Okay.
Quit playing with the people. And then the 4, like let drop it. I've got so much to thank God for. Drop it here. It's here, and I know you're doing that so that you have the agility. I want them to hear the core of your voice a little bit, just a little bit more. So give me that just that one line, and I'm gonna stop here and let you go. I promise. Maybe.
I've got so much.
Yes, sir.
To thank God for. So many wonderful blessings.
Right, lower, Zion. So many wonderful blessings. Maybe me do that. So many wonderful blessings.
So many wonderful blessings.
That's what we want. So go, thank God for whatever you do, and then come way down for so many wonderful blessings. And I'm gonna let you go. I promise. Maybe.
Okay.
Your mama here talking about saying
it. I've got so much to
drop it right here.
Thank God for.
Here, so yes,
many wonderful blessings.
Excellent. Keep going.
And so many open doors of brand new mercy.
I love that. You can stop it there.
Okay. Okay.
Oh wow! So check it out, guys. It's here in college. Listen. We have Dr. Cooper on the line. Let me put his comment on the thing. He says, "Is he in college? I have room. I have a spot in my studio. He's a college professor. So listen, I'm trying to connect y'all on today. Okay." Well, did you? I praise God. Okay, so listen, check it out. No, actually, I think Zion's a sophomore. What's your classification? Sophomore. No, Dr. Cooper, we got many more years. So check it out. You know, I'm gonna let you go. I will see you soon. Like I say, the first episode is coming out this week or whatever. So we're all excited about that. And I will see you soon. I gotta tell this story before you go, guys. I've known Zion his entire life. My wife and his mother are friends, and they grew up together. And we were in, we were in New York, and it's like he was getting ready to he was singing at something, and he showed up to sing. How do I hide the comment? Wait a minute. Show hide. Okay, there we go. He was getting ready to sing at something, and he was much younger. I think he may have been like 12 or 13 at the time. Maybe you may have even. Do you remember that, Zion? Were you 14?
11.
How were you then?
11.
You couldn't have been 11.
I was 11.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you was 11, that really just cancels out my story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. You was 11, that literally cancels out my story. But I mean, his voice was so high. He was like, because I remember the musician that was playing for him at the time. I was thinking, why he got this baby singing this high in this key? He was just way up there. And then it's like, and then it's like when I brought him on to Young Icons, he's talking about some Mr. Travis. I'm like, who is this with voice deeper than mine? Literally, that's how that happened. But anyway, Zion, I will see you soon.
Was his voice changing at the time though?
Yeah, y'all hear V talking. She said, was his voice changing at the time? I don't think his voice was changing then. It was pure, like a soprano at the time. Would you say? I don't remember. I think that's what it was then.
Yeah. That's his mama. His mama knows.
Okay, but anyway, she's my some ask LaDonna. She know. Anyway, listen, I'm gonna let you go. I would talk to you soon, and yeah, look out for the first episode next week, Zion. All right, see you later. Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's amazing, guys, how fast it's like kids and stuff grow up. And he said he was 11. I thought it was at least 13 or 14. I mean, Jesus of Nazareth. But anyway, guys, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and keep it rolling. At this point, I'm gonna bring up Trey to sing. Let me make sure he's in the waiting room and ready with his crazy self.
Yes.
Trey, how you doing,
What's
sir?
going on? What's going on?
Listen, so far so good. Tell the people who you are and where you live.
Everybody, I am Travius Birch, and I reside in Lawrenceville, Georgia. I'm sorry, I gotta be sure that I'm looking decent for the camera. You know what I'm saying? It's my first time, I guess.
Listen, it's imperative. You got to get the people what they're looking for. So I mean, how you doing it?
You know, I'm just doing it. That's it. That's all I can say.
So before we get into the song, I'm just curious as to I know, but I want you to share with the viewers. Like, you know, you sing a whole bunch of different kinds of music. Tell them exactly what kind of music you sing and how you arrived at that point and all of that stuff.
So I really do a little bit of everything. Gospel, pop, hip hop. I can also rap. That's like a secret of mine.
Me too.
I do classical too. But of course, you know, growing up in the South, you know, you sing at church every Sunday and Wednesday, right?
For sure.
So that's how I got my whole gospel and pop thing. But I went to school for music down in Tifton at ABAC. And so I was going in thinking that I was going to learn something else, but I went in and I was told that, hey, you're going to be learning classical music. Okay, cool. That's fine. So then what was her name? Dr. Rowe, Dr. Susan Rowe.
Susan Rowe.
She took me, she took us to the Fox Theater and we saw an opera. I can't think of the name of it, but it's whichever one that the movie Pretty Woman is based off of.
Is that Lucia? I can't remember.
Because I know it's not Carmen.
No, it's not Carmen. I can't remember, but okay.
It's something like that. So I'll never forget, I was sleeping because like we were tired. Like we had traveled all day, done sung all day, and this crazy lady wanted to take us to an opera at 8 at night. And I was sleeping, and then I just woke up and like, I don't know, it was this lady, I want to say it was a high C.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I was sleep like this. So I just like sat up straight and I was like, wow, like she actually sound good. Like this is actually
you liked
fun. Like I would like to actually do this. And so that's how I got intrigued into opera. So then when I graduated from there and went to Georgia Southern, I was in 3 or 4 of them. I was in Le Nozze di Figaro. I was Antonio the Gardener. And then in The Crucible, I was Giles Corey. So that's kind of, you know, my little spiel about how I got to singing everything.
Nice. Okay, so what you gonna sing for us today?
So today I'm gonna give you an old classic. This song means a lot to me. So I got this song when I was a freshman in college. Okay. And so, you know, my freshman year in college was like pretty tough. And my first teacher, Mrs. Claire Jers, I hope you are watching, she assigned me this song. And so back then, a G for me would almost be like a D sharp for me now. A high G was very hard to achieve in a classical way because, you know, you go from belting and singing in church.
Right.
And the technique and on the body. Lift and be pretty and sing pretty. And but this song has just gotten me through a lot. So this is Deep River by Moses Hogan.
Oh, the Moses Hogan arrangement. Okay.
Before I start, I want everybody to know I can count. Okay. I know they say us singers can't count, but I'm in an apartment and my voice is a little bit loud. So you know what I'm saying? It covers up my accompaniment. Hold on, let's get this for the people. All right, here we go. Can you hear the background music?
Good. Excellent balance.
Deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground. Deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground. Oh, don't you want to go to that gospel feast, that promised land, where all is peace. I want to cross over into campground.
Yes, sir. Listen. And look, Key is like you. I know you. I don't know if you can see her, but like from what I'm doing here, I can see in the background. She's going nuts over everything.
Cheer.
She a whole cheerleader.
Should have known that.
Listen, she out here a whole cheerleader. She is going nuts over everything you're
Yes,
doing.
Key.
I love it. I love that camaraderie. I love you guys together. That is fantastic. Okay, check it out. There's a couple things I want you to do on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going, my home is. I see that you're putting space in is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over has to connect. My home is. When you do over, slender slightly so that you can shoot the sound out this way for over. My home is oh.
Okay.
You're singing it too wide open. Home is oh. It's because it's a G, but that's not the top of your range. You clear the tenor. So
Right.
my home and like, sit on is with the space.
Okay.
My home is oh. I want to hear what you do with that with the spin and let that turn a little bit.
Okay, turn it a little bit. Okay.
And turn it just a little bit.
Okay, here we go. My home is oh.
Beautiful, but more. Sing oh, think ooh. Sing oh, sing over, Jordan, when you get to oh, but think ooh, and see what that does.
Okay.
Think ooh, don't sing ooh, think ooh.
Okay, think ooh. Okay. My home is over your.
Yes, sir. That's what it needs to sound like.
Oh, that's it?
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. That shimmer, it shoots right out of the front of your mouth. I'm gonna send you this recording so you listen back to it. But now, also, you do know that the what's important to the high note is the note before. You can't rush through it like that. My home is. Stay on is longer before you go to over.
Okay, gotcha.
So do that, and then I got one more thing for you.
My home is over. Think ooh. Come on,
More on it, longer on is. Don't rush that.
Okay, my home is okay. Gotcha. My home is over
That's it.
you.
Listen, it should be higher. My home, do it up a half step. My home is go up and think ooh.
My home is okay. My home
ooh.
is over you.
Beautiful. Take it up half step. Do. My home is Take it up. Do it again.
Home is okay. Home is okay.
Think ooh. Think ooh.
Okay. My home is over you.
No, this is easy now. Yo, that doesn't feel different to you.
Yes. A lot.
Listen, it sounds incredible. Do one more. Do. My home is Go. Do it again. Go up again.
Okay. My home is My home is over you. That's it.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. Do it again. And listen, don't rush. Like one of the things like my wife always says, and it's like and she's I can see her now. She's over here doing all of this like church stuff or whatever. But like the thing is, you never as a singer want to sound Trey like you're ready to sit down. Like right. So don't rush through my home is no, don't rush to that high note. We want all of those. We want mine, we want home, we want ears, and we want overjoy.
All that. All that.
We want all of that.
Yeah,
so don't go fast because you can't wait to get to the high note. So do it one more time and I promise I'm gonna let you go. Well, maybe. Do it again.
Okay.
And just go up and go up again.
What key?
Just go up again. Do my home is go. Just go up again. You got it.
I'm not trap.
Listen, don't play with me. Ooh, go for it. You got it.
Do it. Just sing it again.
No, you got it. Just think ooh at the top.
Mom is on. My home is over you.
Piece of cake. And you're still rushing. My home is it's like you worried about the high note and you skipping the stuff before. We want all the notes, Trey. Do it again. My home is. Then go there. It's like you're going fast because you can't wait to sing the high note. Or you want to see if the high note is going to be right or something. I'm not sure what your
I don't know why I'm doing that. Actually,
but slow the hell down. It don't need to be that fast.
Get it together, Travis. My home. Okay. My home is over you.
Listen, I would take you all the way up to the top and we would do this to a C. And I was going to do that Promised Land, but I don't even remember the original key. But
it's a C.
It's definitely not
C to a G.
Do that. What is it? It's definitely lower than this. But I don't even, because I've taken you up 4 steps. I won't make you do it now. But that Promised Land, it's the same thing. That Promised Land. Same thing. You got to think. You got to flip it over. You're singing it wide. Is that what? And I know that's not the right note, but it's got to flip. Mm-hmm. This is opera, bro. So that it flips over and it spins out of the front of your face. And what's exciting about it is you're a quick study. For me, a lot of times I show up in even my own lessons, and yes, I still take lessons myself with my phone, and I'm like, hold on, bro, I ain't got it. Let me record this and listen back to it. And so that's literally what I do. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so like hang tight. I'm gonna bring Key in to sing, and I'm gonna talk to both of y'all together to close this out before I bring in Stephen. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm hang out in the waiting room. I'm gonna bring you back.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Key.
You know, I was gonna try it. I was like, no.
How you doing?
I'm good. That was fantastic. I haven't been like in a masterclass studio style vibe in a long time, so that was amazing.
Well, welcome back. You look great.
Thank you. I tried.
Come on, Sequence. So tell the people who you are. Tell us what you do and all of that good stuff. I forgot to put up Trey's comments, but why? It's yes. Take it up. Beautiful. Wow. Absolutely. Whoa.
Yes, he just killed that.
He really did. Let me just post them real quick. Trey,
right,
these are your comments.
Take it up. You wanted to take him to the C. Take him to the C.
Listen, ain't nobody playing. And we got Lenora Green in here, who's a voice teacher as well and a fabulous singer, and she's from Georgia, as well. So Trey, those are your comments. So quit playing, okay? So Key, tell us who you are and tell us what you do.
Okay, so I am Key, the performer. I am a singer, dancer, choreographer, actress, all the above. Yeah, I got asked to do this by my best friend Trey, who just went, and it's so great to be here. Like, I'm so excited. This has been bomb so far, just to hear everything. Like, you the man, Travis. I was like, hold on, you want to blow like that? Okay, I'm ready.
Listen, somebody in the comments, Erica Ware just said, "Come on, hair and sequence." That's what I said, Erica. That's what I said. Listen, my wife said Key did not come to play with you.
And didn't. And
Okay, and she said, "Listen," she said, "and didn't."
I love it.
Absolutely. Okay, so what you gonna sing for us?
So I am gonna sing Not in That Way by
Okay.
Sam Smith.
Sam Smith, right?
Yes, some Sam Smith. I love me some Sam. I'm gonna have my track pulled up for
Oh,
you.
you got a track? Okay.
A little
Bless
track,
us.
yeah. Here we go. Make sure do a little tester. Make sure everybody can hear. Can you hear?
That's good.
And I hate to say I love you when it's so hard for me. And I hate to say I want you when you make it so clear you don't want me. I never ask you, cause deep down I'm certain I know what you'd say. You say I'm sorry, believe me, I love you, but not in that way. And I hate to say I need you. I'm so reliant, I'm so dependent, I'm such a fool. When you're not there, I find myself singing the blues. Can't bear, can't face the truth. You will never know that feeling. You will never see through these eyes. Why I never ask you, 'cause deep down I'm certain I know what you say. You say I'm sorry, believe me, I love you, but not in the way.
Say, Key.
You say I'm sorry, believe me, I love you, but not in that way. Yeah.
Listen, Jesus of Nazareth, okay? Of Nazareth! Now, Key, okay, what is this song about?
Honestly, it's a really sad song. You know, you can connect to that heartbreak where you really love someone, you would do anything for someone, but they tell you, I love you, but not like
Not
that.
in that way.
Not in that way. Literally, like, you would do anything for this person. You feel like, you know, dang, this is the one, just for them to turn around and be like, oh my gosh, I love you and I care about you, but just I'm not in love with you.
So, okay, so let's talk about that.
Mhm.
How clearly you connected to this. Like we all felt it. So
Right.
talk to us like as an artist, your journey to be able to connect with the song in this way. So like, what did you do? What did you pull this from?
Honestly, I feel like as a human, you know, we all have our first loves or those relationships that we think will last forever. But then, you know, that time comes where you get your heart broken. That's just like the easiest thing for me to draw to, especially singing something like this. We've all had that moment where we was like, yeah, this is my man's or this is my woman's, and we're gonna love each other forever. And now y'all not together no more, and you hurt, you sad, you going through your depressive state. And honestly, that is something I draw from every single time. I mean, I'm happy as a human, but in order to, you know, be an artist and get on that stage and sing songs of this nature, you have to be vulnerable and expose yourself. You know what I'm saying? Take away that layer and be open. You have to let your crowd in to see and feel exactly what you're feeling.
Because that's the human thing that we all connect to as people. Like
Absolutely.
that emotion, everybody's gone through it, some type of heartbreak,
some type of sadness, some type of darkness that is just like, oh, let me pull
for sure. No, you did a great job of pulling into that. It's like you drew us all in. So like let me tell the audience something I know that they may not. So Key also has studied classically.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm anxious for you to share with, you know, my audiences how that has helped you to do what you're doing with this. It's two completely different things. So talk
totally.
about like how one thing has influenced the other and what it has helped you to do.
Yes. So I did go to GSU as well. That's where I met Trey. And I majored in vocal performance because I was like, you know, I'm an artist. I know I want to be an artist. I want to sing. This is the only thing I can see myself majoring in. So let me jump in. Granted, it was completely different because this was classical. So think opera, arias, and things of that nature. And I'm a contemporary, what they consider a secular, you know, style singer. So things that I can say that I've drawn from it was definitely it expanded my range, number one, to where I can hit higher notes, but also breath control for sure. It was harder because my tone sounded more contemporary, had the R&B. So I did well at singing spirituals, of course, because when those melismas, similarities to the gospel. But those arias, I was trying to work on my vibrato and make it sound classical for the most part.
That's good because and this is for anybody who's a student of singing. And I want you to chime in, Key. The thing is, like for instance, a lot of times in secular music or even in gospel, we manipulate the vibrato for style.
And do. Yes.
That's not my natural vibrato. Right. That I'm definitely obstructing that airflow to make that sound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but if you were singing, what's one of the songs that you've sang classically? Just name one off the top of your head.
Like German, Nachtun Träume.
That's Schubert. That's a good one.
Yeah,
with the longest lines on earth.
I know. Oh my
God. on earth. What key is that? Is that the key?
I believe. Do you have perfect pitch or is it relative? What are we screaming here?
You know, let me tell you. I have one of my students has perfect pitch, and she was on here. Her name is Cece. She literally can tell you, oh no, this is this key, this is that key. I don't have that, but I know what it feels like in my voice. Right. So in my voice, I can tell you like, oh, this is a C, this is a D, because I've studied and practiced so much. I know what it feels like to me.
Right. That's okay. Yeah. So in college, me and Trey both, we trained with tuning forks. So that kind of like.
Oh, very familiar.
Muscle memory. It's like singing with muscle memory a little bit. So we naturally go to the keys. So yes.
So what I want you to do, I want you to give us, that.
Y'all see how I'm looking at him like he want me to hit that long?
You gotta move it the whole time. Now, no,
it can't be there. It has to.
Go for it. Sing, Key. Listen, what I love about it, guys, and listen, for anybody who's also a student of classical music, the emotion, the artistry for Key is still there. A lot of times people think, oh, in this genre, it needs to be plain, it needs to be whatever. And listen, we got people in here like Lenora, who has sang everywhere, and we got Alan here who literally has a DMA.
Come on now.
You know, they literally, and they saying sing and yes, ma'am, and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? And so the thing about it is, the air is obstructed when you sing that. We don't manipulate the vibrato in classical music.
Yes, I think I struggle a little bit with onset a little bit too. That's why I have to come in straight and then bow.
Oh, let's work on that because you don't need to come in straight. That vibrato needs to start from the beginning.
Right, exactly. It's harder for me. Actually, my onset is a little.
So let me help you get this, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so what I want you to do for that first phrase, inhale that R before, and you're literally gonna just change directions of the air. You're gonna inhale it, spin it right from the beginning key. Because stylistically, it wouldn't have gone. That wouldn't have done it. It starts from the beginning. It can get louder, but the vibrato is from the beginning.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Listen.
It was still a little bit. I felt it though. I felt it.
Listen. Let's bring Trey in. Let's cut up for a minute together.
Cut.
So
Congratulations.
That's you.
Listen, they're best friends, and I love this. It's so funny to me because when Trey was singing, Key back here doing all of this. And what's funny is, and when it reversed, he was doing the same thing.
Yes, my girl can sing.
My boy, you already know.
She really can. So how do y'all know each other? And it's like I know you guys went to college together, but like just talk to me about you guys' experience together and how you've helped each other grow in terms of artistry and stuff like that. And I'm gonna let y'all go, I promise.
So the story is quite hilarious, actually. We were auditioning for a jazz group. Would it be considered jazz, Trey, for Marta the
Yes,
Blue?
like jazz/alternative. So yeah, kind of.
Yeah, and so we all had to go around in a circle and sing. We're standing right next to each other. I don't even know this guy. And I literally sing, and this man looked at me and said, "Marry me." So we literally just clicked right then and there. Granted, we're not married or nothing, but he my forever.
My friend forever. And like since then, like we would help each other with singing and stuff. Like I would go to her shows and things like that. And so both of us do like things outside of like classical and like opera. So like we have that connection as well. And me and Key are both just, I don't know, we bomb together, I guess.
Right. It's something about
that's
us
the only word I know.
We turned heads, you know what I'm saying? That's just how we are. We
kind of showstoppers. It's fine.
I love how you guys feed off of each other's energy. I mean, it's contagious. It was so much fun watching you, like when you were singing Trey and watching her in the background. I hate that people couldn't see that, but it was really exciting to me.
Yes. I definitely, I got all love for him. And honestly, like from everything, recitals, because we had to, of course, we both majored in music in a way. So we had to, do our recitals, studio moments and things of that nature. And we were there for each other. So
yes, God.
Literally through it
and
all.
You need that when you're at a PWI. And especially in a program like ours where we're far and few
in between. I've experienced that myself.
You need that support.
You do, especially, and then someone that you could connect to with the contemporary music could just bust out and what if God is unhappy with our praise?
Yeah.
Harmonize with you, and you like, oh,
exactly. Harmony.
But you know what, guys, like for me, is music is music, and to me, I have reverence for John P. Key in the same way that I do Schumann.
Yeah.
In the same way. I mean, obviously it's two completely different genres, but nothing is more important than the other one in my eyes.
Right.
And to me, and what I've learned to do in terms of my students and stuff like that, like a lot of times in these schools and stuff like that, they strip what you've done before. Almost like we don't want to hear anything that you've done. None of that is right. You don't scream and yell, blah, 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 blah. This is what you need to do. And to me, I think it leaves it's a disservice in my personal opinion. It's like because if you will come to me, Key, and like Trey, you didn't sing R&B today, but I know that you can. I've heard it before. But what I'm saying is like so like for Key, if I didn't know that you studied classically, I would have asked you to sing Nachtum Träume. But my thing is, if I were your teacher, I would get you to connect with Nachtum Träume the way that you did with the song you sing Sam Smith. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The technique is different in terms of what's required for the voice.
Right.
But and for you, that's why I said it when you did it. When you sang Nachtum Träume, literally, the emotion, everything was there the whole time. It wasn't like you got to be just doing something completely different.
Yeah.
That whole personality, how you over the top and a whole lot, you came right with it in something else. And to me, that shows us that is who you are as a person. And what makes you shine through as a singer, no matter what you're singing, is your personality. And that's for my audiences, guys. You got to be who you are.
Yes, that is like, honestly, especially going into the industry, that is probably one of the most important things, is to really know who you are, because people are going to constantly try to change you, your music, your style, your attire. But one thing my dad has always instilled in me is if you want to be a star, you got to look like one at all times. Because if I'm walking around here like I know I'm show stopping like we are, you already know. And that shows within your artistry. That shows like you may not know. What if you didn't know I could sing, but you know what? Someone would be like, she looked like she could do something.
So I don't know what you do, but you're somebody.
You somebody. Right. So yeah, definitely. And being able to just be yourself while you sing and portray and dig deep within while you perform is just amazing. It's an amazing experience all around, whether you're singing the classical, R&B, the hip hop, pop, country, it don't really matter
what it is.
Bring
who you are
be who you are
to the table. And it's like I'm gonna say this, and this is for the audiences, and this is for you guys too. I'm much older than you guys are. So my thing is, even for me, I had to get back to the core of what's important to Travis and what I want to sing. And what's interesting is it's still similar to opera, because I always wanted to be a world music artist. Like I've always had an affinity for language. I was dreaming in French in 7th grade.
Come on now.
Literally. And I was already singing songs in Arabic and in Russian, like literally in middle school. And friends of mine are on this broadcast who can attest to that. And what I'm saying is, so the closest thing to that was opera. So nobody else knew, because there was no such thing as that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, a lot of times, some stuff I learned to connect with, but a lot of the characters I had a hard time connecting with, because, you know, as a black man, I wouldn't have been, a white prince in the 16th century in England. So what they were singing about didn't necessarily connect with me at that time or whatever. Right. But it's like, I literally have found a way to find my way back to what it is I want to do. And now it literally just gels. So that's for you guys. And that's for anybody else that's watching. It is of paramount importance to do what's in your heart to do. And it doesn't matter if anybody else hasn't done it. Maybe you're the trailblazer. Maybe you're the first one to do it. It's going to be Key to Perform. It's going to be Trey. You understand what I'm saying?
You already know.
We're going to be the showstoppers.
We're going to be the set. That's it. That's it. I'm sorry. That's it. I'm sorry, Mom. But that's it.
I love it.
And Travis, I just kind of want to piggyback off of what you just said. I thought about this thing this morning. Okay. I would be at home by myself, and it's gonna sound crazy, singing opera before I knew what opera was. I was like 12 and 13, and I could just like remember just being at home and just like opening up and just singing like these loud sounds, and it sounding a certain way. And so I'm like, okay, like I don't know what this is. It's not church. It's not our chorus music at school at Worth County High School. So I guess when I went to the opera, when I think I was a freshman in college, like a freshman or a sophomore, and I heard that something clicked. And so since then, you know what I'm saying? Like I've just been moving and trailblazing too. And the funny story is I wasn't supposed to go to Georgia Southern.
So glad
Where were you supposed to go?
So what happened was I had got like a semi-full ride scholarship to Fisk, but they didn't pay for housing. And so I went to Georgia Southern with my friend Cody. And I just happened to, you know, I said, well, I guess I will try here because, you know, I mean, I don't really want to go here, but I mean, we'll try. So I sung for them, and I think I sight read. And my teacher that day, he was like, go ahead and apply now. He was like, I need you to put in your application today.
And it worked out. The rest is history.
The rest is beautiful. I went to Europe. Me and Key both sang in Europe. We went on a 2-week. Was it a 2-week trip?
It was. We started off in Budapest, Hungary, where we actually
Yeah.
competed in the
I've been to
competition.
Budapest.
We were both in Southern Chorale, and then you also did barbershop, and
Mhm.
both choirs won the categories in Europe. So we're slick like international champions.
Yeah.
Right, we out here
kinda.
show stopping.
So
Yeah.
stopping per usual. So yeah, and then we literally left there and just went all over Europe and ended in Italy, in Venice, Italy. And it was just a beautiful experience. I believe Trey saw an opera out there, right? In Italy.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it was so very intimate. Like the
Yeah.
sounds were just because it's people walking past you and singing like high C's and
Of course,
like
that-
these
it's-
big
it's the
sounds.
culture
It was
there.
just something different about it. And yeah,
Yeah.
I think we went there. I think we sing in the St. Mark's Cathedral as well.
Yes, we did. Yes, we sure
Mhm.
did. We sure did.
And we just had a
Wow.
ball.
Right. It was beautiful.
So check it out, guys. You guys are welcome to come back anytime. In fact, I want you guys to come back, both of you.
Yes.
Okay.
We'd
Both
love
of
to
you?
come back.
Yeah, and I'll definitely send you guys emails after this. I got one more guest, but guys, thank you so much. You guys both have beautiful voice. I wish you the best and everything that you're doing. And it's like, you better be damn singing, both of y'all.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
You're
sir.
not stopping, okay? Show
And that's the bottom line.
That's it. That's the only way to go.
That's the only way to do it. And you can't sit on that kind of talent. I mean,
you really can't.
You can't do it. And the thing about it is, and I'm gonna say this, what I've learned is life will get in the way, in terms of like you end up, in relationships and married and having kids or whatever the case is. Things will come up that will kind of stop you because it takes precedence because you got to pay bills, you got to live. But I have to say this to you though, you literally your potential will stalk you. It's never gonna leave. The desire will never leave. So you might as well give it the attention, give it what it needs, give it your full momentum so that you can manifest it. Because if you don't, you're gonna be miserable. You're gonna have high blood pressure. It's gonna show up in another way.
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
know
You
you're
that.
might as well find a way to do it. Ain't that it?
Yeah. You're right.
You might as well get out here and do it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't want you to have high blood pressure. Praise God. So on that
Amen.
note, you guys have a great evening, and I will see you guys very, 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 very soon. Thank you so much for coming.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much for having us.
All right, guys. See y'all later.
Appreciate it, Travis. Thank you again.
Absolutely. Elder,
What's up, man?
how you doing?
I'm good. Listen, they blew me away.
You know what, Stephen? And it's like that's why I wanted to bring you on. Yeah. My wife's so hood. Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
she
That's my-
just
that's my
screaming
beat.
on the broadcast.
That's
She said she's
That's
not
my
hood and
beat.
she resents that. Okay, so this is why, because I want them to see this. Because the thing about it though is a lot of times you meet a lot of people with a lot of talent, right?
Yes.
Everybody on this broadcast today, and everybody who's been on my show, pretty much, period, for the most part. But a lot of people don't get to where you are, and it's like Stephen is a very, very modest person, to the point it annoys me a little bit as a personal friend of his. It's like it's like you got to celebrate it. My thing is this brother has sung all over the world and continues to do it. I mean, and it's like he moved recently. He's gonna talk to you guys about that. But Tia's here. She says, Tia, now listen, Latia. Okay, you're gonna sing alto. Okay, yeah, we worked it out.
I can't get up there.
Tia, you got to come on the show. Okay, so Tia, I'm gonna message you after this. Okay, that's how we're gonna do that. Praise God. Okay, so check this out. So what I was getting ready to say was, the thing about it is, people, you can sing, you can have talent, but what I've learned is, and somebody write this in the comments for me, your reality will never pass your psychology. So if you don't think you can do it, you ain't going nowhere. It doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter what connections you have. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. I promise you guys that I'm gonna say it again. Somebody type that for me. Your reality will never pass your psychology. So if you don't think you can do it, you won't. So I brought Stephen on. Why? Because he's doing it. He has albums out. He's been recording. He's been putting out projects and all of that. And that's something I need to work on myself. You understand what I'm saying? So I brought you on tonight because I want you to talk to us about how you got to this point, you know, and like what hurdles, you know, you face along the way, and just what obstacles you've had, and how you got to where you are.
So, first thing I'll start with, I started off singing in church. I grew up at South Bend, Indiana, Greater Holy Temple Church of God in Christ. And my choir director, I hope she's watching. I was in the Sunshine Band choir in Voices of Joy, and her name is Lady Starla Ross. Now she is now the first lady of the church. She was my choir director, and then missionary Pam Harris, that was my other choir director when I became an adult, young adult, and got in the choir. So I was groomed by those ladies to sing, and then also sung like in show choir and learned a little opera singing and learned, you know, some Simon Garfunkel and all that good stuff. And learned Phantom of the Opera, started learning all those type of different genres of music. And but I'm a church boy, so I was trying to be a little R&B star. That didn't work. God wouldn't have it that way for me. But what ended up happening, you know, you kind of growing up and doing music, and people saying, oh, some people say he can sing, some people say he can't sing. But I was determined to give my best at what I did. So I kind of had to turn off the trying to be an entertainer, but I really want to just sing from my heart. And I started writing songs like in third grade.
Okay, pause right there, Elder. So how did you get to that? Like you're saying that very cavalier, and so like that's not an easy thing to do. From my perspective, it's like, how do you turn that off? Because as a singer, and myself included, it's like, who was that said? I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my ass. Who said that? Erykah Badu. Okay, and so my thing is, all of us are, because the thing about it, our voice, we carry it around with us. It is the most human of any instrument, because it's tuned according to how you feel, the way you feel this day. You're in a bad mood. All of that affects what comes out. So you are able to tune out what people were saying and to tune into what mattered to you at that young age. What was your psychology and able to do that? Because it took me to be, damn near 40 for me to get that. I was always worried about what people thought.
To a degree, I did for a while, but it took someone to pull me to the side to say, you know, own who you are.
Learn who gave it to you.
Yeah, see, they, you know,
that person.
And so someone just said, listen, you don't have to be the best. You don't have to sound like this person. You don't have to sound like that person. You know, God giving you a sound. So really, in my frailties or in my fears, I just prayed to be anointed. Ooh. So even if I wasn't the best, I just wanted to be anointed to do what I did.
Tell us what anointed means.
That you can tell it's the hand of God and not just a skill set. It's not just I've learned this.
So it's bigger. It's bigger than who you are. It's bigger than your ego and your own desires.
Yeah, it's big. It's bigger than what I think I am or what I think I'm not. So it became one of those things where.
Let me jump in. That relieves you of. Because when you're serving a purpose greater than yourself, then it relieves you of any stress or any pressure. It's off, because it's not even you now.
Yeah.
You're depending on something greater than you to carry you through this. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, Keep going. I didn't mean to cut you off. I need to expound on that. Somebody said amen.
No, that became my lifeline. So I knew the prerequisite of me being who I was going to be or whatever I was going to become. If my desire had to change, for one, and then two, I had to really rely on God. So I walked around with this fear that I didn't want to get ahead of myself or get the big head from the, you know, congratulations and, you know, the celebrations, that I forget who gave me the gift. I forget who anointed me to do what I do. So I had to keep focused.
Wow. Okay. So you've given us a bunch of gems. So guys, like I'm gonna try to recap some of the things, some of the things that he said. Tia said that means everything, and she is absolutely right about it. So it's God's responsibility because it's
his investment.
She slayed me. I'm done.
Yeah.
I almost logged off. She just wore me out with that. It is, but you also, even though it's his investment, you know, it's still your responsibility, because you know, with that, if you are leaning to your own understanding and you looking at what's before you, then it's very easy to become discouraged. It's very easy to compare. Guys, comparison is, I think, the biggest enemy and the biggest devil of anything, because if you're comparing yourself to somebody else, you're either number one, have a more puffed up opinion of yourself than you should, or you'll have a devaluing element to where you are lowering yourself in a way that you should not.
Yeah.
What I've learned is literally when I tell you guys, and I say this easily now, I don't want anybody else's voice. I can listen to Steve. I can listen to Trey, who was just on. I can listen to Key with her singing stuff, who was just on, and even Zion. He's a sophomore in high school. If they can do something I can, or that's not as that's more challenging for me, I've learned it doesn't. I congratulate you on it. That's fantastic. That's
It doesn't devalue you. It doesn't devalue at all.
It doesn't take away
from who you are and what you bring to the table.
Absolutely.
Now, I mean, truthfully, now let's be real. When you had me do some work for you, you know, and I was covering backgrounds and learning all the different languages, it was intimidating because I was like, wait a minute. But I had to remember God anointed me to do this. So it wasn't a thing of so much being intimidated by you. I had to realize what God has given me and what I brought to the table to assist, you know, the vision.
Oh, listen, I think that's a great point. I didn't even get into that. Stephen and I worked together on many different projects, right? And it's like when he was living in Detroit at the time. You live where? You live in Texas now.
I'm in Dallas,
right? He's in Dallas now. Okay, in the Fort Worth area, Dallas Fort Worth area. Okay, so like I was doing a show in Detroit, and I called Stephen to do basically to produce it, to produce it vocally in terms of like what I was doing, what the background was doing, all of that stuff. And he's like, man, Spanish and French and like yada 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 yada. And when I tell you, I didn't even question it because I can see, I know what he's capable of. I had already seen it. I'd already seen this stuff in another genre. So my thing is, if you can do it in this ain't nothing but different, another language. So my thing is, if you worry about the Spanish, I got you. Y'all heard me say early in the broadcast, languages is my thing. You worry about the French, I mean, listen, I can teach you that. Backgrounds, guys, listen, I'm talking about musicality, smooth, coming in, smoky, all of that stuff. Come on, smoke for the people. I'm talking about smoky backgrounds, like all of that. I wish I had a clip of that to show you guys. I'm gonna post that on my Instagram this week. But I mean, that's important to know. I lost my train of thought, but what I was trying to say is I think it's important to know who you are and what you bring to the table. Never be intimidated by anything. Somebody can do something different. That doesn't take away from who you are.
Truthfully.
Stephen, give us some closing words before you sing that, because you're gonna have to. Somebody just said comparison is disrespectful to your purpose, and she's right.
Let me tell you something. Can I share a testimony?
Please.
I went through a little season where I just didn't want to sing anymore, and because I was so fearful of just my voice had started changing. I was going through some health challenges, and so I got to a point where I didn't trust what God had given me. So I just didn't want to sing no more. I was like, it's cool. Music has become more competitive, even in church. So I said, it's not worth it. It's not worth the stress. And it was like, I felt I just got convicted. I started feeling real bad because God spoke to me. He was like, I gave you the investment. It was like a slap in the face to him to say no, to just give up and walk away. So if I didn't have anything else to offer, what was I going to offer him? I know I could, I got the gifts of helps, but that's what he anointed me to do. He anointed me to sing. He anointed me to preach. And so I had to make a conscious decision and say, you know what? I got to do this. This is my lifeline, because it's the thing that kept me alive. This is stuff not only did put food on my table, doing this full time for 17 and a half years, that, 25 years full, this year's 25 years of ministry, but 17 and a half years doing it professionally.
Full time.
Yes, as my vocation, occupation. And so it was a slap in the face to God to walk away from all that and just stop. So I had to pull myself together and say, this is not about you. What God has given you is supposed to bless other people. So I got in myself. So I had to pull myself back out of it and go back into what God called me to do. And I tell you, making that decision has just changed the whole course of my life within the past 6 months.
Wow, guys, y'all heard what he said. He's talking about it being a vocation and full time, and it was his lifeline. And to me, you have to follow the breadcrumbs of your life, because the thing about it is, it's very easy to get trapped into something else, and
Yes.
oh, I can make money doing this. And the thing is, a lot of times, you know, I studied with George Shirley, you know, kind of during my Michigan time or whatever. And one of the things he would always say is, Travis, you got to go through the bad neighborhoods. And it's like, that's a metaphor for life. Because my thing is, you can't get to the other side of it without going through what you got to go through to get there.
Yeah.
A lot of times we want to snap our fingers and it's easy and you're making the money and you ain't got to go through nothing to get there. That life don't work like that.
Not at all.
Erica Lily said these are nuggets and they cover everything. Erica, first of all, Erica is extremely talented as well, and I'm gonna get on you next because you need to be on the show and we're gonna talk about it. Somebody said I should have brought a bucket because I don't know this many gyms was gonna be dropped. Y'all clowning in here. Steven, you got to sing for us. What you gonna sing?
Actually, I just signed a production deal with Indie Blue and Prove Me Production. So my production company, Daytime Music, we just all three of us have merged for me to release a song I wrote called Back to Love, which is
oh, I love Back to Love. That's my joint.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna sing Back to Love for us? Let's do it.
All right. Y'all pray for these high notes. I've been singing all day. All right. Tried so hard to make it through the pain. You've been down so long, you're numb to the strain, but this is not the time for you to give up. Hey, let's try again. And let's get back to love. This time you're gonna win. Jump on in, let's get back to love. Bitter from the mileage on your heart. Tattered and broken, your world is falling apart, but God will restore and you recover it all. It's still not the end. Let's get back to love. This time you're gonna win. Grab a friend, let's get back to love. Listen. Love is long suffering, and love is kind, and love knows no evil. And love will endure. Hey, love is suffering, and love is kind. Love knows no evil, and love will endure the test of time. Yeah. Come on, clap your hands, everybody. Come on. Love is the greatest gift of all. Listen, they only know we're his disciples by the way we love. They only know we are who God called us to be by the way we love and by the way we show love to one another.
Thanks.
Come on, sing love.
Love,
Greatest
greatest
of all.
all.
Give back to love. Oh, it's the greatest of all. Let's give back to love. One more time, sing love.
Love,
Greatest
greatest
of all. Love. No matter what's going on, you can love again. Try again. Let's get back to love. Come on, sing love. I gotta play it safe tonight. Come on, sing love. It's the greatest of all. Let's get back to love. Let's get back to love. Let's get back to love.
Get back to love.
Be completely humble. Be gentle. Be patient. Bearing with one another. Come on and give some love. Oh, no. I command this, that we love each other as Christ has loved us. Let's get back to love. Now, 1 Corinthians,
Come on.
13 and 14. Do everything in love. Let's go. Love is love, greatest of all. You can't get back to love.
Woo! Well, quit playing. Listen, guys, like I remember, like before he released this, he sent this to me. This was at least a year ago. Was it longer?
Maybe a little bit longer.
It was long. It was long. I remember where I was. And what's funny to me is, look, Stephen and I are friends. We've been friends for a long time. And what's interesting to me is, like, he talked about like these challenges and stuff like that. And when he sent me this song, and there's another song that I really, really love, and I'm like, are you trying to trick the Saints? Because, bro, that's Sean singing. Sean is his son. And when I tell you, Sean's voice sounds exactly like that. I would venture to say, I'm sorry, Steve, but Sean got even more flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a whole monster.
He's a monster.
He really is. But my thing is, it's like when he I hadn't heard him sing in a while, but when he did this, and it's like I said, we've even worked together on projects and stuff. And then literally when I heard this, and what was the other song? It
Exalted
was a different
Forever.
one.
Exalted Forever.
Exalted. That's what it was. I'm thinking, but quit playing. You know, you had Sean sing this first part. There is no way you up here singing this high. Like, who is this for real?
Yeah.
But, sir, I'm proud of you. Congratulations on everything. And I learned some news with everybody else. And you know, I like to be the first one to know, so I feel some kind of way. But I get over that.
My bad.
I like to be the first one to know, but I didn't even know about that production deal. I think that's fantastic, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Listen, give us a closing word before you log off.
If I could give one, Galatians 6:9 says, "And let us not be weary in well doing.
Okay.
For we shall reap if we faint not."
If we what?
If we faint not.
That part.
So I tell people the key to winning in that process is remember that you're doing well.
Right. So and you can't do that if you're dealing in comparison. You're doing well in your trajectory, in your journey.
Yes.
Say that. Oh my gosh, Steve, thank you so much for calling. I'm gonna call you in about 30 minutes after I calm down from this. George Brown, I love your energy. Is that somebody you know?
I know.
You can't see the comments. George Brown, please send me a message. Send me a friend request, brother.
You said George Brown?
Yeah.
Pastor George Brown. Listen, let me share this. I love Pastor and Lady George Brown. When I first started my ministry at 17 years old, Pastor George Brown and Lady George Brown were pastoring. They were pastoring South Bend at the time. That's my hometown I grew up in. They opened their doors to me and allowed me to rehearse in their church every week, every other week. They gave me a key to my group. I was just starting my group, and they allowed me to come in there.
Wow.
Now I'm not gonna hold you up. Some pastors were like, "You can use my church." They were like, "You can use my church," and they said, it was some other pastors like, "You can use my church," but you know, they were trying to get me to leave my church and come over and be in their church and run the youth department.
All of that.
Pastor Brown and Lady Brown did nothing of that. They were just like, "Hey, we believe in you," and so they were just some
good people.
So I'll forever be grateful to the Browns for opening their doors to me and my singers.
So listen, on the Browns, a friend of Steve is a friend of mine. So y'all send me a friend request. I'm gonna send you one. And when I go back and look at this broadcast,
some of the greatest people you want to meet on earth. Yes, sir.
Listen, thank you so much, sir. I will talk to you soon. Okay.
Thank you, boss.
All righty.
Much love.
So, guys, my closing remarks for the week, I've already said it. It is your reality will never pass your psychology. So I think that is of paramount importance for us all to know, because it's like, you can be gifted, you can be talented, you can sing, you can do whatever. But if you're dealing with the complexities of life and your psychology, that voice is overriding whatever it is that you're dealing with, until you do the work, you'll never prepare for it, guys. It's as simple as that. Your reality will never pass your psychology. So that's the word of the week. That's the note from the coach. And guys, and in conclusion, I'll give you a couple of announcements. My Young Icons, that's my very, very talented, like that's the group that Zion is in. You know, the first episode is going to debut this week on all my social media platforms. And for anybody who's interested in joining the show or coming on or anything like that, you can follow me on all social media platforms at Travis Pratt Official. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook and YouTube as well. So that's getting ready to come out. And also my website is going live tomorrow. In fact, I might even do it tonight. And that's going to be www.travispettofficial.com. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will be back on next week, and we back to it, guys. So thank you much for joining me, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good evening.